Yo, what's up guys? We're back today for another video, and as you can see, IronHeart early access bundles are already out, so I'm a bit late to this, but in today's video, we are going to be doing a deep dive. I was trying to say breakdown and deep dive together, but yeah, we're going to be doing basically a reaction video to the deep dives again. You guys seem to enjoy that last month, so we're going to go ahead and do it again. So let's go ahead and get started with IronHeart, since she is available in game now, and maybe if I'm really impressed with her deep dive, then maybe, we'll get that early access bundle. Who knows? I doubt it, but let's take a gander. I have not seen any of these deep dives yet for either champ, so yeah, let's go ahead and get into it.
What is going on, summoners? We're back here today with another champion deep dive. Today, we're talking about IronHeart. So, sit back and relax, because it's time to get into it.
Whoa! Whoa, that was a lot of damage. That's... okay, off to a good start. Nice.
IronHeart enters the contest fully armed with repulsors. These inflict repulsor debuffs on her medium attacks for 18 seconds. Triggering the Dexterity Mastery inflicts 2. But this goes on cooldown until her next special attack.
Sounds very annoying on defense.
Her default repulsor is Incinerate, but she can override this with Rupture on the pre-fight screen. Also, the advanced systems in her custom-made suit allow her to start each fight with an indefinite armor-up buff. If this is lost, it restores itself after 12 seconds.
Dude, just being able to switch to Rupture, that's huge. I like that.
But this timer is paused when suffering from an armor break. IronHeart's first 3 light attacks have a 30% chance to grant an armor-up buff for 15 seconds. Her 4th light attack has a 100% chance. And while she has any armor-up effect, she gains immunity to Cold Snap, Frostbite, and Incinerate, as well as immunity to reverse controls.
Wow, that's real nice.
Additionally, while benefiting from an armor-up, her personal debuffs and armor-up buffs are unaffected by ability accuracy modification against mutants. Now,
so domino counter.
While the opponent is suffering from 5 or more non-stun debuffs, IronHeart inflicts a tracking passive, bypassing the effects of miss. Robots and any opponent inflicted with tracking suffer minus 100% offensive ability accuracy when hitting her block. This is increased to 150% against mutant champions. And while tracking is on the opponent, IronHeart can trigger the parry mastery against non-contact attacks and block mutants' unblockable special attacks. Now, the first hit of her heavy attack inflicts a non-stacking 30%.
Okay, I'm gonna pause for a second. I'm really liking this. She's sounding really good. I need to see some power control. If we see some power control, might have to get the bundle.
And suppression debuff for 15 seconds. And the final hit invalidates 1 prowess off of the opponent, plus 1 more for each repulsor debuff on them. Now, let's check out her special attacks.
Show me some power control, Mikey. Come on.
On all of her special attacks, her repulsor debuffs and armor-ups are paused. Additionally, special attack hits inflict instant versions of the repulsor debuffs, dealing a burst of damage. And on her special 1, the first and final hit inflict 1 repulsor debuff. And the final hit also inflicts a non-stacking 20% vulnerability passive for 20 seconds, and pauses her repulsors for 8 seconds.
That's nice.
With the special 2, each hit gains increased attack rating for each repulsor debuff and armor-up effect.
No power control yet. Come on. Special 3? It's gotta be that special 3.
The special 3. At the end of this attack,
power drain.
she instantly power drains up to 2 bars of the opponent's power. And for each bar drained, she gains an indefinite armor-up passive and inflicts an indefinite repulsor debuff. These indefinite effects max out at 5 stacks. Now, let's check out her signature ability. When awakened, her repulsor debuffs gain up to 20% increased potency. Additionally, While she has any active armor up effect, she gains a bulwark passive, increasing her block proficiency by 25%.
That's lit.
And once per fight, when she drops below 15% health, she gains a regen buff, healing up to 35% of her max health over 10 seconds, and gaining up to 35% crit resistance while it's active.
So it's once per fight. Not once per quest, like Iron Man, so that's good. Okay. This awakening ability seems really nice.
Now, let's see those repulsors in action in the champion rotation. To begin, strike the opponent to build up your repulsors and armor ups. Use the dexterity mastery to stack on 2 additional repulsors, and once you reach 5, you can parry the opponent's non-contact attacks. From here, build to just under your special 2 and launch your special 1 to pause your debuffs and inflict a vulnerability passive. Then, rush back up to your special 2 before the vulnerability expires and watch the big yellow numbers fly across the screen. Now, in a shorter fight, you could focus on your medium attacks to stack up as many repulsors as possible. And keep in mind, your heavy invalidates prowess off of the opponent, so, if necessary, use that to your advantage as you rush to special 2 and finish up quick. And hey, if you need some extra juice, just keep launching that special 1 so you hit the cap on those repulsor debuffs, and then unleash a wicked special 2 that can obliterate the opponent right before your eyes.
Wow.
Thank you for watching this champion deep dive for IronHeart. And hey, if you liked the video and want to see more, click subscribe, like, comment, and share. And remember, we'll see you
in the battle realm. Alright, dude. That was... Alright, we gotta leave a comment. What should we say? The fam of 2024. That's what we're saying. That's what she kind of reminds me of a little bit. Just like a super stacked kit of an awesome looking tech champion. Wow, she's looking really good, guys. I'm impressed. Looks like she's a bit of an onslaught counter with the ruptures and everything. Lots of utility, selectable damage. Rupture is one of the best damage types in the entire game, guys. The only champion immune to rupture is Scorpion. So, and he's not immune to incinerate. So, like, that basically means, you know, IronHeart can counter every champion. Obviously, champions that shrug debuffs not going to be a good time, but like they can still apply and everything. So yeah, she's looking really good. The only problem is that for me right now, tech champions is basically like the last class that I need. I already have like a lot of tech champs and so many more like I'm waiting to rank up right now. So I don't think I'm going to go for her just because like tech's not what I'm looking for. But if I end up pulling IronHeart down the line out of like a Titan or something, it's going to be so good. She's looking really solid. All right, good start. Let's shift over to Dust now. So the second champion coming out this month, I believe she's a mutant, kind of like a female Sandman. So let's go ahead and get into this one.
What is going on, summoners? We're back here today with another champion deep dive. Today, we're talking about Dust. So, sit back and relax, because it's time to get into it.
Some big yellow numbers. Okay.
Dust enters the contest with a Sentient Storm,
fire.
granting her immunity to all bleed, poison, and shock effects.
That's fire.
Also, her light and heavy attacks don't make contact with the opponent. And if her opponent has the willpower mastery active, it is removed. Now, when Dust performs a well-timed block, incoming attacks have a 100% chance to glance. While defending, this triggers on any blocked hit against basic attacks. And whenever the opponent or their block is struck by a medium attack, or has a hit glance, they're inflicted with a sand debuff for 6 seconds. Additionally, punishing a heavy or special attack with a light or medium inflicts 2 sand debuffs. As an attacker, her light attacks purify her most recent personal debuff on the opponent. And when the opponent purifies a debuff, she inflicts one indefinite sand passive and deals a burst of damage. If it was a sand debuff, she'll inflict 3 sand passives instead. But inflicting dust with an incinerate or plasma effect crystallizes her sand, removing 1 sand effect from her opponent. Now, as an attacker, when Dust performs a heavy attack, she spins up a sandstorm for 16 seconds. And when this happens, Dust removes all sand effects on the opponent and gains a 3.5% passive prowess for each sand removed, lasting until the sandstorm ends. While active, instead of inflicting additional sand effects, she gains a prowess and a 3% potency power efficiency passive for 8 seconds. Her light attacks pause these passives for 0.3 seconds. Additionally, while the sandstorm is active, her opponent is dealt physical damage every second. This damage scales with base attack only, but is reduced by 60% while the opponent is blocking. Sandstorm is paused during the opponent's special attacks and expires 50% slower during her special attacks. Also, as an attacker, the opponent's basic attacks have a 60% chance to glance when hitting her block, and she gains a grit passive. Sandstorm and its prowess effects are not affected by ability accuracy modification, and once it expires, it goes on cooldown for 8 seconds. However, while defending, when her opponent reaches 4 sand effects, she spins up a sandstorm for 8 seconds with no cooldown. Now, let's check out her special attacks.
She's seeming potentially annoying on defense, but she's looking pretty good. Like, that glancing ability on parries, that's really, really nice, dude. We need a champion that is immune to glancing. I'm really hoping we get that this year.
Each hit of her special 1 inflicts sand debuffs on the opponent for 6 seconds. These can be inflicted through block. With the special 2, the final 3 hits inflict physical vulnerability debuffs for 20 seconds. If these are purified, they are replaced with passive versions with 50% increased potency. Additionally, if the sandstorm is active, the final hit inflicts a stun passive for 2 seconds. The special 3. This special spins up a sandstorm
Sandman special 3 is way cooler, in my opinion.
For 22 seconds, which doesn't have a cooldown. And while this is active, whenever Dust would inflict a sand effect, she also deals a burst of physical damage. Also, this special does not consume power. However, it can't be activated while any sandstorm is active. Now, let's check out her signature ability.
That's really interesting. I wonder... Because I think the reason for that... Let's rewind a sec. So this cannot be activated while the sandstorm is active. I think that's because of Professor X. You know, Professor X is similar in the way that he works, you know, with prowess, and he doesn't have power efficiency, but he does. It's just a different thing in his own abilities. But, you know, Professor X can just rip a special 3, and with power back boosts, rip another special 3, and another special 3, and another special 3, and you just keep infinitely spamming them. So I think they realized that's a little powerful. So this kind of prevents Dust from being able to do that. Just interesting. I'm pretty sure that's why.
Also, this special does not consume power. Now, let's check out her signature ability.
What is the sig, Mikey?
When awakened, when either champion's combo meter crosses a multiple of 10, Dust has up to a 100% chance to inflict a sand debuff for 6 seconds. Also, when fighting skill champions, she gains a steadfast passive while Sandstorm is active. And whenever Dust prevents a bleed effect due to her immunity, she has up to a 100% chance to inflict 1 sand debuff on the opponent for 6 seconds. Now, let's see that Sandstorm rage in the champ.
That awakened ability seems like it's very defensive. She's going to be much more annoying on defense if she's awakened. That's what I'm getting from that.
In rotation.
Let's see the rotation.
To begin, strike the opponent to start building your sand. You'll inflict debuffs with your medium attacks and purify them into passives with your light attacks. Depending on the opponent before you, mix up your combos to stack up as much sand as you need. You'll inflict extra sand when you make the opponent glance and when you counter their special or heavy attacks. So, keep this rolling as you build towards your special 3. Then, when you're ready to strike, use your heavy to spin up a sandstorm and convert your sand to prowess. Use your special 2 to inflict physical vulnerability, then purify them for some extra potency. And if they aren't already knocked out, take advantage of your power efficiency passives to close out the fight as needed. Now, if you're up against an opponent that naturally purifies lots of debuffs, stack on as many as you can, and watch those sand passives hit the cap in no time at all. And hey, if you need some extra juice, you could use your special 3 to spin up a longer sandstorm without consuming power. Then, keep on launching those specials, and enjoy the big yellow numbers until the sandstorm comes. Just make sure you watch the opponent's power. Thank you for watching this Champion Deep Dive for Dust. And hey, if you liked the video and want to see more, click subscribe, like, comment, and share. And remember, we'll see you in the battle realm.
Alright. Love that. Alright, we got another comment. Oh, that's an excellent question. Why is Sandman not immune to sand debuff? Interesting. That's a very, very good point. What should I comment here? Female Sandman looks cool. Yeah, she does look cool. So, I'd say originally, I was much more excited for Dust, actually, than I was for IronHeart. But, after watching both of these deep dives, there we go, little Dust, little IronHeart. There we go. So yeah, I was really excited for Dust. I was way more excited for her. As soon as I heard about the immunities, triple immunities, a chance to do Sandman right again, but with a mutant spin on it, I was excited. I definitely don't think she looks bad. She just looks a bit more defensive based, and I don't know. I don't the play style and everything. I'm not loving it, but man, IronHeart, the one I didn't think I was gonna like, I'm really digging actually her abilities. She's really surprised me. She just seems jam-packed full of utility, and again, just the rupture. I'm a big sucker for rupture, man. Especially if you can switch your main damage type to rupture, I am a sucker for that. Also, I'll drop a like. There we go. But yeah, dude, I'm Team IronHeart now. I'm Team IronHeart this month. I just switched teams. So yeah, like I said, I don't think I'm gonna pick up the bundle though. I'll think about it. They'll be in the web store for like another week. You know what? Let's go get one crystal from here. You can buy 10 of them now? What? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. That makes me not even want to buy them. Still get one though. All right, we're gonna open up one, and we'll see if we pull a 7-star IronHeart, right now. But yeah, just one crystal, little 300 units. Not gonna spend 120 Canadian dollars on the bundle today. Just 300 units, and then yeah, we're gonna call this video there. So let's tap it. Let's see what we got. 7-star IronHeart. That'd be insane. I'll just take my 4-star and go though. Yep, little Phoenix. She needs a buff. But alright guys, that is gonna go ahead and do it for this deep dive breakdown reaction video for the month of February. Let me know if you guys enjoyed. Drop a thumbs up if you did. Keep making these monthly. I'll try to get it out a lot sooner next month though. It's my bad. But yeah, still got around to it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoy it. Peace out.